anyway, so she's doing a really good documentary because I kind of knew, but I don't know why. It just never registered with me. But basically, for some unknown reason, Black women have a high death rate giving birth. Very, very high death rate. And it's been like that for many years. So obviously it's never been broadcast in the main media or nothing, you know what I mean? It gets swept on the carpet as per usual. And obviously Rochelle's been handling this role to document why this is happening and what is causing this to happen and why it's not in the mainstream media and stuff like that. And I think she'd be like interviewing people that's gone through certain traumatic times during labor and stuff like that, just to ask what the issue is. But what's happening now within the Black community is that apparently this role was originally given to a lady called Candice Braithwaite.
Okay.
And she's dark skinned. Okay. And for those that don't know, Rochelle's mixed race and Candice is Black. Well, yeah. So basically, there's an outrage where they're saying, why did they drop this Candice woman for Rochelle? What was the reason behind it? Because apparently, according to Candice, it was only up to 6 weeks ago that she knew she was going to get dropped.
Yeah.
Up until then, she was getting ready to do the whole documentary. And all of a sudden, she's not doing it no more. And then they're giving it to Rochelle. Is it because Rochelle's got more of a more marketing, how can I put it?
Like she's more marketable?
Yeah, she's more marketable. Obviously, she's on TV.
More of a TV personality.
Yeah, exactly. So people know her more. People might tune in more because she's going to be hosting it. Do you know what I mean? She might attract more people to it. You know, but people are kind of trying to look on the other side of it, that isn't because she's quote unquote light skinned. But before I go to this, guys, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but when I was younger, there was a difference between light skin and mixed race.
Yeah.
Like for example, Drake is mixed race, yeah. John Legend is light skinned. Do you know what I mean? You know, Alicia Keys is mixed race. Beyonce is light skinned. Like there was all the difference, but now it's like it's merged. Mixed race and light skin people are the same. It's like so it gets a bit confusion to like why do people like, because when I refer to light skin, I refer to Black people that is light skin, and then when I say mixed race, you're mixed race. Do you know what I mean?
Or dual heritage.
Dual heritage, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit, but again, that's just, I just put it out there because I was wondering, was it just me or has it always been that way where mixed race people are called light skin? But anyway.
I wouldn't say so. I don't know. Not. Yeah, I've always kind of just thought light skin is just like a light skinned Black person. Mixed race is a mixed race person.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I always thought. But people have just fused it into one, where they light skin, just put them all in one bracket.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is right.
But you know what? I suppose it's hard, isn't it? Because now, I suppose people just identify how they want to be identified. So it's like a mixed race person might just say I'm light skinned. And that's how they want to be represented, isn't it? And it's like, but yeah, I don't know, it's hard.
Yeah, no, obviously, when I was growing up, that's how it was. Yeah. And then so that's the uproar within the Black community. Basically, they're saying that it's colorism because she's light skinned. That's why she got the role over Candice and blah blah blah. And you know, this has been going on. Why they getting a mixed race person to speak about Black issues, Black problems? It should be a full Black person and blah 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 blah. For me personally, it's just to get a message out there. I don't really care who delivers the message. Just get the message out there, let everyone know what's going on and how can we resolve this issue. Like I don't really care who delivers the message, to be honest. I mean, obviously, you know, apologies to Candice Braithwaite. She probably does feel hard done by because she was getting gearing up for this role and getting all excited about it, and then it got taken from her. So I understand she's hurt about it, which is understandable. But I don't know the reasons why. But for me, I just want the message to get out there so people can act on it. You know?
Yeah. And I think does Rochelle consider herself being Black, and I think someone going to take that role would consider himself being Black, finding out more information or be part Black. And I think if Rochelle was comfortable in doing that role, taking that role forward, then boom, it is what it is. I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go and say.
Yeah, I personally don't see an issue with it personally, but obviously, like you said, that woman, what's her name, Candice Braithwaite. Yeah. She's obviously burnt and potentially trying to find a way of.
But no, it wasn't her. It wasn't her that said anything. She didn't say nothing. It was just it was
just media, innit?
There's media
Like,
saying it. Like, yeah, she didn't say nothing. She's like, oh, thank you for the love, guys. Like, you know, it's overwhelming. She didn't put nothing out there. She didn't even say nothing at all. It's just
But you know what as well? Like, remember when we watched that program, The Talk? And I'm sure Rochelle she identified herself as black anyway. So yeah, it doesn't.
She did identify herself as black in the but her, I guess, her issues were her being mixed race. If I remember when we talked about The Talk, it was about her being mixed race and her dealing with her thing of mixed race. But even if we went back to The Talk, for example, when we watched The Talk, there was lots of mixed race people within The Talk. Do you remember? So there was like Rochelle, Leanne. There was
Leanne in a second as well. Yeah.
What's the Scottish woman's name? I think she's Scottish.
Emily Sunday.
Emily Sunday.
Yeah.
And also was one of the brothers from Diversity.
Jordan Banjo.
Yeah. So all of them potentially are mixed race or would be light skin, however we wish to describe them. Even light skin sounds a bit of a mad thing to say. Yeah. And I remember watching The Talk and I was like, okay, but maybe we should have got like maybe some, I don't know, like some dark skin like people to kind of talk about their kind of experiences and see if that kind of made a change. You see what I'm saying? So like, I think a lot of those parents are also I'm dealing with issues because my child is mixed race and how we deal with that in the world. Whereas like maybe if you had like a Nigerian family, their issues when they're talking to their children about you must work harder, you must work doubly hard if you're going to have opportunities, all that kind of stuff. And I don't think that came out in The Talk. And I think when we spoke about The Talk, we wish that it was a series as opposed to one random episode.
Yeah.
But what the people are saying is, why is it that mixed race people are talking on black topics? Like, why is that?
I don't think that. I think anyone should be able to talk about it. It doesn't matter if it's Sally from Jersey. No, if I'm real, like it could be Sally from Jersey giving the news. The information, like you said, the information has to be out there. Yeah. But I think with a lot of those things about colorism, I think a lot of them is the fact that they see it as black girls are being overlooked for these kind of roles by their lighter counterparts. I don't think it is necessarily about Rochelle being mixed race and given the news. I think it's just a case of if the news was taken from someone who was darker and given to someone that's lighter. I think that's what their issue is.
So I was gonna say, Leanne from Little Mix.
Yeah.
Leanne from Little Mix. She also behind the documentary to talk about colorisms, you know. And again, there was an uproar that why is Leanne talking about colorisms? But obviously her sisters come out in her defense saying, no, she was approached to talk about her experience with colorisms and stuff like that. So, and obviously, and then I think they'll probably, I don't know how the documentary's going to go, but it will be about other people and what they've gone through, but initially be about her first and then maybe go on to other people. But people are complaining like, why is Leanne and Rochelle, these two people of mixed heritage, speaking on these things that happen in the black community? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's like, this always raises its head. Like, I don't think it'll ever end. I think it's like what we discussed when we talked about it the other day, the other week or so, when I said, like, if I become an F1 driver, can I say I'm when I win the championship and whatnot, can I now say I'm the first black F1 driver, or is it Lewis Hamilton by rights? What I mean, it's like I'm playing devil's advocate here. Am I being stripped of that right? Am I being stripped of that privilege, or am I being stripped of that because Lewis Hamilton's done it now and he's mixed race, but he sees himself as black? But I'm black, 100% black, and I won a championship. Like, am I being stripped of that now? Do you know what I mean? So this is where it becomes techie. But for me, black, light skin, if a mixed person identifies themselves as being black, cool. Like, it's all black in it. But I can see the other argument, but I don't agree with it. If that makes sense. Yeah.
See, you just said it. It's just like Lewis Hamilton thing. It's just like, to me, he's black, right? And we shouldn't doubt anything of it. And when it comes to like praise and everything else, it's like we're happy to accept. But when someone who's a mixed race is taking that job role from someone who's black, there's an uproar because that person's mixed race. It's like, come on, guys. It's like, what are we doing? Are we just fighting each other unnecessarily?
Oh yeah, I think it's.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is unnecessary, but we've got to remember those things were.
It's part of this whole.
That's part of the thing that's been placed on us. That's not something that we've kind of developed overnight. That is something that has been ingrained in us. Even when they talk about stuff like the people that were the lighter got closer to the house. If you was dark skinned, you was in the field. All of those kind of things. They set it up. They set the system up like that for us to be able to compete against each other.
Yeah, which is wrong. It's just divide and conquer. It doesn't matter. Man. Like we're all like, you know.
See, but the thing is, right? This is okay. We know this. We still continue it. We don't stop. We continue.
No,
we allow the cycle to continue.
What cycle?
To have for that mentality continue to build.
Yeah, because it's like because their argument is they can show you a long list of they could like dark skinned people, dark skinned ladies can give you a long list of them being pushed aside or being replaced or just for a light skinned person. They can read off a long list of things that's happened to them.
We could even say that. But, okay, and it wasn't because of this, but you could even say Aunt Viv in Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Like
my wife and kids, Claire
and my wife and kids,
light skin. You know what I mean? It's
like, do you know what I mean? And that's just TV, but we can see that those are things that we've seen. That there was one person, then the next season, like Magic, someone else, but you didn't even get this person to look remotely like the first person.
Yeah. There was no attempt.
No, there's no attempt.
There's no attempt.
Remember, they didn't even explain these things. You know the ones they made joke. Yeah. They made jokes in Fresh Prince that she changed.
Yeah.
Like, let me question. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. So, and I get it. As a black woman, I'm not a black woman, but as a black woman, I can understand your plight in it, and I don't disagree or agree. I hear it.
Something I hear it. I do see the point of view. I hear it, but I think it will be hard to get us all in unison and just. But it's until certain things change, it'll always keep rearing its ugly head. Unfortunately.
Change. I think that's what's been requested throughout time, and change, no matter what change, looks like nothing's ever going to change.
Now we have to believe that change will happen one day, but when, we don't know. Do you know what I mean? I believe that change will come. You get me? But it's just when and how and where.
Yeah, but look out for those documentary guys. I don't know when they're coming out, but I think it'll be very interesting. And
yeah, man. Shout out to Rochelle, shout out to Leanne, shout out to everyone that's in them, because I think actually those stories do need to be told.